So now we have the Karate Kid.
The movie?
A little bit of both, I guess. This game
Okay.
is movie.
Okay. Can you tell me why we choose this game?
No, I cannot. What I can say is that this movie, directed by the same director who made Rocky 1 and Rocky 5, is probably the most uplifting 80s movie that I could have watched in the past 2 weeks. Just because I'd never seen it and I decided to watch it. And then I had this brilliant idea that it might have been funny for us to play the game as a classic critique. And it turned out not so bad, actually. I mean, it's very close to what the movies were. But I guess the irony is that this game came out 3 years after the initial movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of this collection of Karate Kids 1 through 3 in this one cartridge based on 4 levels.
And the first one takes like 30 seconds maximum.
Yeah.
The first level.
And the first level is actually the climax of the first movie, where you're at the karate championship and you're attempting to beat all these people ahead of you. So that's kind of cool that they put that in there, but then you never see that kind of gameplay after. It becomes this 2D platformer with more or less mediocre kicking.
It's like the first level was the whole game, but they bought an engine with a game and just put Daniel through. Because it doesn't make any sense that the power-ups, and you have like Mr. Miyagi giving you life, health. You have the girl, maybe the girl makes sense, but not Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah,
it's very funny.
It is funny. I think the only thing they might have had planned is the mini games.
Yeah,
where you cut the ice or you jump over the big blade.
But even the mini games looks like the first level because it's big.
Yeah, it's big mode 1.
Yeah.
Much like Predator.
Super mode 1, something like that. Big mode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll have to review that game.
I don't know. Predator? I'm not on Predator.
No.
But it is an 80s movie and it might fit with our 80s mood here.
Yeah, maybe one per month.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, let's talk a little bit about
the game.
At least something we can talk about.
The actual gameplay.
Yeah, the gameplay is good.
Yeah.
Well, ish.
Well, the only thing that doesn't work is the jumping button. It's the up arrow. So when you have to jump and move forward at the same time, it doesn't really work every time. But you know, you have the kick and the punch. I'm always using the kick for me because I thought it had a better range. I mean, in my opinion, so it worked.
Well, yeah, it's the kick that won the fighting championship. So it's probably a much more powerful, much more devastating move.
Do you know how did you have some special move? Because you collect some C and some D.
Yeah, the
letters?
C I believe is the crane kick, and the D, I don't know what the D stands for. It might be double punch because when he does it, he punches twice.
Yeah, I thought it was the punch in the movie when he had to break something.
Oh, maybe the devastating punch.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but the crane kick is much cooler.
Crane kick.
That's
like
that's the move that made the karate popular.
Yeah,
sorry,
exactly.
It's very popular. Yeah, I don't know. It's a fun game. I mean, if you saw the movie and playing this game, it's funny because you see the little reference, especially for the mini game when you have catch some flies.
Yeah,
with the
chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Or the cutting of the ice, which was similar to when Mr. Miyagi cut the bottles.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we've only ever seen the first Karate Kid, so we don't know how much more of this is based on the other two.
Yeah.
But
I for the second levels, go.
The last level is very odd, and in my opinion, out of context, not having seen the other two movies. Because you're, I guess, in this canyon, in this mountain area, and there's these boulders that are attacking you, and guys with spears, I would say. And it just seems so weird that the Karate Kid is killing these people. Yeah. And the last boss seems to be just some random big guy that's trying to steal the girl or
very easy
the
boss.
girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Rolling Rock was weird.
Yeah. What we can talk about, I guess, is the publisher is LJN, which was kind of the company to go to back when Nintendo was popular.
Yeah.
I mean, they've thrown out a lot of licensed products. They did Nightmare on Elm Street, Back to the Future, Beetlejuice,
Jaws.
Friday the 13th.
Okay, I think that's what they were doing. They were publishing. So that's the reason for all the bad games.
They just took all those movie games and threw them in. They did a lot of the wrestling games.
Yeah, I remember. I had one of them. I don't know which one, but
I had Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Still a great game.
Yeah. Raw was good, but that was that.
Yeah,
Let's conclude the.
They just evaporated after.
Terminator! Wow, I remember that game,
and it probably not very good.
Not really, because I don't. No, it's.
You don't have fun memories.
No, it's not classic. I just played that game, and that's it.
Yeah, so.
But the developer was Atlus,
which is surprising.
Yeah,
it's probably when Atlus wasn't good. And they were probably just wanted to jump into anything they could get at the time. Mm-hmm. But I mean, now Atlus has come so far. They put out some of the hardest to find RPGs, some of the more expensive ones too. Actually, on the PS2.
It's always $50
used.
That is the funny thing.
they've done a lot. Atlus has really come very far from Daniel-san.
Yeah, but I think I don't say it's a memorable game, but. I mean, it's a short game. Yeah, you have 4 levels.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And just as a small funny comment, when we put the box art up on the website, there's a typo. They spelled interactive with an E and not with an I. I've just noticed that, but man, the 80s was a great time in our lives. Where that would just get away. And
but it was Japanese, so that's why. So
isn't it an American movie?
Yeah, but with... Oh yeah, but
with a publisher that makes only American licensed products.
Wow.
I guess Atlus at the time may have been the Japanese part of the world that did that. But they don't make the box art. They shouldn't be allowed to make the box art if you can't speak the language.
Yeah, and you have the Nintendo Seal of Quality.
Seal of Quality interactive with an E.
And you have 2 Nintendo logo on the same box. So you know it's a great game. And the ending was funny. It's like Mr. Miyagi said that you learn all the moves and that's it.
And you win.
Yeah, and with 3 exclamation marks.
With an improperly centered final text, which is also very comical.
I don't think that they thought people will beat the last level. Because the first 3 levels are possible. The third one is starting to be hard, but I guess you could do it. But the first one with the guy with the spears and the rock, and nothing makes sense. Well, we didn't see the movie, so we don't know.
Yeah, maybe there's a lot of rocks and a lot of spears.
Maybe.
Maybe he learns that double punch. So I guess that concludes this week's pod festivities.
It's a decent game for a good movie. That's the word.
It's a crappy game for a decent movie.
Okay.
Let's bring it all down 1 notch. But I guess it can't be as bad as the next Karate Kid with...
The girl?
Yeah.
The next Karate Kid, the 4th one?
Awful.
Mm-hmm. But it was still with Mr. Miyagi.
Which is also awful. God rest his soul.
Yeah. I don't know because it technically is the same movie with the girls.
Yeah. They remade the first, I think.
It doesn't make any sense because she will have to do all the
wax on, wax off.
It doesn't make any sense.
Paint up, paint down.
Yeah. Catch the flies. So she... Well, I guess she's a girl. She's used to that.
Catching flies with chopsticks?
No.
Maybe doing she lives in Japan.
No, doing work around the house.
Daniel-san.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Come back next week where we're going to have even more great games. Yeah. Maybe less.